All right, so here's a follow-up to the Alex Pereira situation, and it's only looking better for Alex as the days go on. I don't want to say the accuser's name because obviously this is what it was done for. It's just publicity. And normally I don't make drama content, but for someone to accuse someone of something so, heinous for whatever reason, when obviously as the internet detectives unfolded their work, which thank you, internet detectives, for confirming, because I didn't want to deny the allegations straight up because, things like that kind of do happen to certain people, but there's a lot of people who are willing to make a lot of crazy stuff up to make them seem worse than they are and stuff like that. Like, people lie all the time nowadays, man. But once I saw that this person was at prior UFC events watching a Sean O'Malley fight and, you know, getting all excited about it and everything like that, when in the original story she was like, I'm not big into UFC or something like that, that was the dead giveaway. Even Alex's training partner, who was, I think his name was Mel or something like that, decided to even post something about, like, why are you lying? And then the friend that was there with them has unfollowed this girl. And rightfully so, because if I had a friend who pulled something like this, I wouldn't want anything to do with that person. I try to hang out with integral people all the time. So, yeah, no, it's like, wow. I just, I try to keep faith in humanity, but it's like, dude, it's moments like this where I'm like, dude, because Alex Pereira, like, obviously, they might have met up or had dinner or something like that, or tried to hang out, or, maybe there was some consensual stuff going on, and then, you realize he doesn't want to put a ring around it. Maybe. I don't know. I want to see an actual statement from Alex Pereira soon, or see Alex Pereira talk with the translator or something about what's going on, or he could do it in full-blown English if he wanted to, if he really wanted to sell this thing. But all I'm thinking is, like, Alex Pereira must be fuming mad right now because he's a scary fighter. But he just doesn't take me for a criminal. He takes me for a guy who just is very integral, understanding. But this is not a moment that garners any sort of understanding. This is a moment that kind of garners a little bit the opposite. And you know what? I don't even want to mention the accuser's name, just because the fact that someone could go through so many lengths like this to try and slander someone like that. Unbelievable. Especially to these athletes who, I know to a lot of people they're just superstars, but especially to people like me who have channels where I talk about this. Like, this is my moment where I could channel all my UFC interest into something. And I might not be the biggest guy or name out there in this sphere, but it does give me some satisfaction that it's actually grown a little bit. A lot of that was inspired to go for these things by UFC fighters. Tony Ferguson, one of my biggest inspirations. Currently, right now, it's like Joe Pyfer is one of my big inspirations. People who come from nothing. People like Alex Pereira who come from absolutely nothing, really bad living conditions that a lot of people over here in America wouldn't make it through, and they turn themselves into these superstars, these gladiators in the arena, and now they have everything. This rags to riches stories that you get to hear inspire someone like me who doesn't come from rags. If they could do it and come from nothing, I could do it. And they just keep telling, they give you inspiration to keep on fighting. So yeah, honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to the other episodes of this, and I do kind of take personal stake and offense to this because these UFC fighters inspire a lot of everyday people to keep on going. Some of them to get into MMA themselves. Before I started watching MMA, I never thought I'd be doing BJJ. And now I'm actually doing BJJ. I earned my blue belt last year, and it's probably been one of the best things for my life. I turned things around. Before that, I was wasting my time all the time. But yeah. No, it just hurts to see inspirations get, smeared through this. And that's the thing about the MMA community. There's a lot of different levels to the MMA game. And I know we talk a lot of trash and say a lot of nonsensical stuff to each other when we're at those UFC events, but when we could all come together in an instance like this and say no. That's why I like the fandom of this sport. Man, it's like birds of the same feather really flock together, don't they? But yeah. The only thing Alex Pereira is guilty of, though, from what I'm seeing right now, unless some rabbit out of the hat comes out, I'm going to be way more gracious than I feel like I should be. The other thing he's guilty of is inspiring us to try and do something with our lives. All right, I've said enough. And because I'm inspired by Alex Pereira, I'm going to go make some lunch and then go teach myself some guitar, post this video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.